The launch of PulseChain is the biggest airdrop in the history of cryptocurrencies. But what is it? How can you benefit from it? Hey people, welcome back to Crypto Wizard. In today's video, we'll be talking about PulseChain and everything you need to know about it. But before we start, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Done? Well, then let's get started. PulseChain calls itself an Ethereum-killer. Ethereum has become the default platform for building and launching blockchain apps. It's so popular that even Israel is considering it as a government-issued digital currency, but the experience for those running operations on Ethereum is far from great. Costs can be high and network congestion can slow down transactions, resulting in delayed execution and missed opportunities. Many projects have come up as alternatives to Ethereum, such as Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot, and Cardano. PulseChain is the latest to join the group. The PulseChain team has highlighted several features that it says set the project apart from Ethereum. The team says PulseChain will be more energy efficient, faster, and cheaper than Ethereum. It's worth noting, however, that Ethereum is undergoing an upgrade that could resolve some of its current energy concerns. Ethereum's Ether token has no maximum supply cap, which creates the risk of inflation for holders. PulseChain's official cryptocurrency is PLS. The project will eliminate PLS inflation risk with the token burn. The major goals of PulseChain are to increase Ethereum's value, which means Ethereum's fees will be lowered by sharing its load. 1. Enrich ETH users, which means PulseChain will re-enable priced-out use cases. Instead of launching empty, PulseChain brings the ETH system state and ERC20s. This rewards holders and founders of Ethereum-based projects. 2. Enrich ERC20 and NFT users. The launch of PulseChain is the largest airdrop in history. Thousands of Ethereum-based tokens and NFTs receive their free PulseChain versions. This new gold rush contains the valued discovery of thousands of tokens and NFTs on PulseChain. Make it easy to use. Your MetaMask wallet works just fine. You only have to change a single setting to access PulseChain. ETH holders can transact for free with freemium PLS. 3. Lower PulseChain fees and serve more users. PulseChain increases the throughput of Ethereum 4 times by using 3-second block times. Ethereum's average block time is around 13 seconds. 4. Remove pollution by replacing proof-of-work miners with proof-of-stake validators. PulseChain doesn't burn waste or any energy, making it environmentally friendly. Improve game theory. PLS has 0% inflation. Validators only earn fees and 25% of the fees are burnt to reduce the circulating supply. And 5. Empower PulseChain holder. PulseChain's native token PLS can be staked and delegated to validators that reward the delegators with the largest percentage of fees. PulseChain also promotes interoperability bridging. This means ETH can be traded on the Pulse network and PLS can be traded on the Ethereum network. PLS on Ethereum. You can send PLS to the ETH bridge contract on PulseChain, which locks it and issues ePLS or ETH Pulse on the Ethereum network, 1-to-1. This can also work on ERC20s. Thousands of ERC20 tokens on PulseChain can trade on PulseChain's Uniswap and similar at launch. Since Ethereum state is included, there will be an ePLS ETH pair on Uniswap on the Ethereum network and a PETH PLS pair on Uniswap on the PulseChain network. There may be ePLS trading pairs on other smart contract-enabled chains. Exchanges may list PLS and any of the thousands of tokens on the PulseChain network. Anything locked on the Ethereum network bridge to the Pulse network will be known as P-anything. For example, PETH or ETH locked on Ethereum bridge to the Pulse network. Hex is known as eHex, which is short for Hex on the ETH network, while Hex on PulseChain is called PEX, short for Hex on the Pulse network. By the way, the PulseChain code was just released. The PLS supply increases with the amount sacrificed. The sacrifice set can mint 1 free PLS per sacrifice point. Ethereum holders only get 1 free PLS per ETH, and its value is deducted from their addresses after 30 days. A Genesis address gets 1% of the total PLS supply at launch. If the total supply isn't 10,000 times higher than ETH is, then everyone would get upscaled to bring the total supply to 10,000 times ETH's total supply. The USD value of sacrifices are estimated using 30-minute time-weighted average prices where convenient. An automated market maker ratio fixer contract will mint enough supply to correct the PLS ratios at the first act on the main net, as PLS will have a much higher supply than ETH. It will probably mint around 2.5% of supply. But how would you sacrifice without MetaMask? This method only works if you have the private key or the secret recovery phrase of your wallet. You can sacrifice assets on Ethereum from every wallet as long as you own the private key. Do not send anything directly from an exchange. Once you have your Ethereum assets in your wallet, you can send them to the address shown on the screen. To double check the address, you may go to pulse.info, enter your own Ethereum wallet address, and choose Ethereum in the drop-down. Only proceed if you are shown the same address. Also double check your asset is allowed. Once you have confirmed the address in support of the asset that you wish to sacrifice, you can sacrifice as much as often as you wish until the sacrifice phase is over. Then you have to set your gas limit to 70,000. In case you get any errors, you can try sending a round amount without any decimals. Another interesting thing with PulseChain is the volume bonus multiplier. Imagine that each sacrifice point grows legs, puts on a shirt, and his sacrificer's addressed on it and lines up in a big line out in front of an auditorium. The largest sacrificer's points line up first, then the second largest. They file in and fill up the rows from the front to the back. Now an attendant comes in and starts handing out bonus cards. He goes down the rows in the same order they entered and hands everyone a card. When he's done, they see the first card handed out is a 2.5 times. Every card he handed out after was worth ever so slightly less until he got to the very back, where the last card was just barely more than 1 times. The difference between each card and the next is always the same. Now all the points stand up and head to the changing room in the same order they entered the auditorium. The first point enters and out comes 2.5 points, all wearing the same sacrificer's address on their shirt. What does a half point look like, you say? Fun-sized is the answer. This continues until every sacrificer's points have all gotten the bonus they deserve. In math speak, it's a linear bonding curve from 1 times to 2.5 times. The top guy's coins took up the most space and in the best location. The next guy's points took up the second most space and in the second best location, and so forth. If someone adds to their sacrifice, overtaking you before the end, your sacrifice points get pushed further down the bonus ranking. This is how days 1 through 16 work. Days 17, 18, and 19 have the worst rates and get a flat bonus of only 1.75 times. Sounds fun, isn't it? PLS could also turn out to be a very good investment option as it is launching, and participating in the sacrifice could be a great experiment for crypto lovers. But all investments come with a risk, so do not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. This video is made for informational purposes and is not financial advice, so consult with a financial advisor before making huge decisions. With that, we are at the end of the video. If you found it interesting, make sure you hit the like button and stay tuned for more videos. See you soon. Until then, bye.